Wow, there we go, huh? 420, guys. 420 is announced. Today, what I'm doing is I'm going to tell you about a few channels that you might not know about. Yes, I see one of my phones over there making noise at me. I got another phone in my hand. I got this one right here, and nobody's in the chat yet. Nobody's in the video. Okay, well, la-di-da, life goes on. Here we go. It's 420. At some point, I won't be alone here. Oh, that's where it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, put it back a little bit like that. Yeah. You can see it's 420. Okay. Let's see.
I never got to see a real
Let's see. It's Saturday. Okay. Yes, I have a phone in my hand. I'm 2 minutes into my live stream and nobody's watching. Are you trying to give me... Oh, somebody's here. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Howdy! Finally, somebody's here. Yes, I'm not by myself, talking to myself. I appreciate that. I didn't learn how to do this on my computer because my computer won't light up. It won't fire up. It won't take a charge. There's a guy out there that is demonstrating the use of all the expensive stoner products, and his name is Senior Stoner. And Senior Stoner is demonstrating everything from Luca and all the expensive toys. Load makes a lot of different products, or Luca makes a lot of different products. There's a lot of expensive stuff this guy's out there advertising. I'm not the Senior Stoner in charge, but I'll tell you, Senior Stoner has, I don't know, 10,000 videos or something. I mean, he's been doing this forever. And so, thought I'd better point that out. Everybody needs to know about that. Lady Wolverine, howdy. I am so delighted you came by. I pop in on I Love We Live. I got to pop in on him today for a couple minutes. Mayhem and Miracles, I always got to give a shout out to them, because if it wouldn't have been for her, I wouldn't have started doing live streams. And even though I'm not doing very good at it, I'm not like really polished and got all the fancy equipment, and I don't even have a good computer. I need a good computer. And so right now I'm really lagging behind. Here's another channel, Generally Specific. A lot of people starting to catch on to that channel. Okay, Timcast IRL. I didn't realize that he's a big time channel. How would I know? I mean, I'm not Professor Rob. I'm Stoner Bob, Boring Bob, Grandpa, Dad, all these other titles. But anyway, here I am. I'm going through my other phone here, looking at the different things that I really prefer to watch. Instead of watching an American channel, I'd like to watch from an outsider's point of view if I have to watch news. So I look at Sky News, Australia. Yeah, Sky News Australia. They know more about what's going on in America than I do. Cheryl M. Mushroom Manny. If it's Men in Black, I've got that phone number in this phone. I can call you. And if that's... And I did send a message to that. I did send a message. Luke. Yep, I've been watching your channel. Wolfgang's Poker. I don't know if anybody knows about Wolfgang Poker. The All Father's Son. Real good channel. Absolutely good. I don't know if anybody out there plays Fortnite. Let's see. The 420 Network. I just found that on here. That's some good stuff. The 420 Network's trying to learn how to do this so that, maybe I can be cannabis entertainment someday. Right now I'm a little boring Bob at the moment. I'm pretty much boring Bob. But I'm so delighted you came in here, Cheryl. That's sharing your time with me and coming in here and doing that for me. And you got to tell me, how long should I do these videos for? Should I keep them up for like hours, or should I do like 30 minutes? Oh, there we go. I am so glad that people are here helping make this happen for me. But somebody ought to tell me, what do you think? Do you think I ought to do maybe a 30-minute? Do you think I ought to do 30 minutes, or do you think I'd do 2 hours? I mean, like everybody says, I'm pretty boring Bob. We just crossed the... Does it sound okay? Does the volume sound too loud, too quiet? Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right on that phone? Because I tried it on this phone, and I have to have my earbuds in, or it don't work at all. So I don't know if I'm loud enough or not loud enough. Loud and clear. Cool deal. Thanks. I've been trying to upload or update everybody into these different channels that have really helped me along the way. Aussie Coin Pusher. If it wouldn't have been for Aussie Coin Pusher, I wouldn't have known about to build a coin pusher and start making videos for the cannabis coin pusher. The lawyer says I got a couple more things I got to fix on it before we can release it. Once it's released, then because it's a home build toy, ALBYDARN''D, loud and clear. Good. I'm delighted. The 420 community. I'm telling you, that's what I want to build. I know there's some property up here in Grand Rapids where I talked to the owner of the property, and we can be a half a mile away from 68th Street or off of 68th Street to throw a party. So I'm thinking about this summer. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, on 68th Street between Kalamazoo and M37 Beltline. And I'm thinking we're far enough out away from the city that we should be able to have the 420 family gathering and have all the vendors that want to come over, come on by, set up their little tent, their pop-up tent event thing, their tables. And so I'm thinking that I found the area to do this, plenty of space to park like hundreds of cars. And I'm wondering if we need permits to do stuff like that. I'm a good cook, but I'm sure not a know-it-all. I got the stream running right now. I got sound effects in the background. Does anybody hear the water? Should I turn the water up louder or turn it down? All right. I like the sound of water. All right, well, I'm keep right on babbling on then. Um, the 420 network is a it's second thought to the other projects that I don't know. I'm an old guy, so when I first got YouTube 13 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever it was like getting First Book and Scam and Twinker, and I didn't, I've tried all the different platforms, and LinkedIn made sense. So I Pinterest first, then LinkedIn, and it seems like to me that I gotta follow my dream, because if I don't follow my dream, why am I doing all this work? And I thought that, long as I'm doing what I'm doing, why couldn't we have a family gathering on here as the Cannabis Commission, and everybody voice their opinion on different products that are missing, or missing elements. See, that's my ticket. Right now, I see so many missing elements to this cannabis industry. It just drives me crazy that you can't just like, hey, I want to grow some weed, but I live in a government subsidized housing, or I live in a compromised housing where I can't legitimately grow weed without somebody screwing with me or screwing with it. Why can't I rent a quarter of a semi trailer or half of a semi trailer, put house trailer doors on the side and divide it into quarters, and rent out quarters of a semi trailer with electricity only, with translucent ceilings that adds additional lighting? But I don't understand why we can't do that legally in Michigan. I've looked into it. We cannot do that in Michigan. Oh my God. When I requested a license, I got my veterans vending license for free, and then I got my city vending license for free. But when I applied, they wanted $6,000 non-refundable application fee for me to apply to be a cannabis distributor. And then they started giving me the background details of what else is required. You have to already be a licensed caregiver, grower, provider, such as that. I've never been on the legal side of this. I've always been just, grow it and sell it, buy it, sell it, grow it, sell it. Croptober comes around, everybody participates, everybody does well. There's the real 420 right there, dude. Man, when I saw that, I said, man, I was so delighted to see that there's other people out here doing the right thing, and the freedom in this world. And what we're not seeing the stoner's dollar store. Okay, why don't we establish a way to sell dollar store items, like these little pucks that the fucking you go to the head shop, the pipe store, and you want all these these little cute little containers, and they want a $1.50 for this thing. It's just a little container. It ain't about shit. And yet you go to the most head shops, $1.50, $2 for one of these, regardless if it's this size or a smidgen bigger, or a little bit bigger than that. They come in all shapes and sizes. And, whether it's like this. I saw this, and I give me that. He, gave it to me, and I gave him a couple of these in trade. He gets $4 for these stupid little things. These sell for 17 cents. Okay? 17 cents is all these cost. And yet, people are paying $1.50. if you're a product provider, there are alternative ways to get the products you need to sell your products. I'm a facilitator in that aspect of this business. I make sure that if anybody needs cute little containers, instead of going and paying $1.50 or more for one of these stupid little containers, my Instagram thing is called Stoner Bob's Lids. And these and hat pins and stickers and the whole raft of shit. And normally I mark the prices so cheap, like when I do a pop-up event, because I've only been doing this for like a year, 2 years on this end of it, I sell out. I mean, I go there with a few totes and I sell out. And yeah, you do, man. I'm telling you, man, you need to come on down here to the South End. It's like, yeah, we're out here. I'm out 68th Street. And it's like, I really like it out here. It's quiet. I mean, it's summertime. I'm sitting out here on my porch and I can hear the peacocks that are, a quarter mile away from me, half mile. Sometimes they get out in the cornfields and all over the place. But the living out here in the country as opposed to living in the city, it really makes a big difference. The ability to look up at the stars and actually see stars at night. That's one of my very favorite things to, go out with a big old fatty and walk around and just enjoy fresh air in the evening times, because the peace and quiet out here really it is drastically quiet compared to living in the city. I don't hear no fire trucks and ambulances and blue line gang members, cops. I don't hear none of that out here. And by the way, Mama 420 Redneck, hi, thank you for coming by. I appreciate when I see new names on the list here. I haven't got a computer to do this with yet, but as soon as I can, I'm definitely going to get a computer and put this together. I'm a pretty good cook. I ain't gonna lie up any promises on how soon it will be that I'll be doing that. I love playing with the computer. I went from doing ding, ding, ding to type to about 50 words a minute pretty confidently. So I think I can learn to do some of these other things. I'm just so delighted I'm getting some help with this. I'm so delighted. And back to what I was telling you. We need a cannabis temp service. Where, when it comes Croptober, whether it's in May or September, any time of the year, somebody should say, man, I got this many plants. I need temps to come in and trim. And we don't have that temp service available yet. Yeah, thank you for thinking of that, Cheryl, because I'm not smart enough to think of things like that. Please hit that like button. Share this out if you think it's worthy of being shared. That'd be great. That would be great if, I get 30 views on this. I think the most I've had on any of my videos is like 8 or 9 views. And I'm at 8 right now. I'm delighted. Thank you. Thimbles to screens. Every time I see people that are selling different things, and I try to utilize them and repurpose them. And now that I found a couple of case boxes of thimbles, I'm going to build a device to turn them into bowls for pipes. Let's see. Stoner Dollar Store, Cash Cow Entertainment and Enterprises. And on Pinterest, if any of you like Pinterest, I don't know if anybody ever goes to Pinterest. I got 420 in plain sight can be Googled. And if you go to Google and Google that 420 in plain sight and go to the Pinterest link, because 420 in plain sight is my resume. So if you go to Pinterest on that listing, you'll see listed things like 420 in plain sight, IPS grow systems, and a whole host of other things under that parameters. Um, some of that platform I get 10,000 monthly views. Some of it I've had 27,000 monthly views. So Pinterest is not irrelevant. Um, oh, it might not. It probably won't have a like button during the live stream. After the live stream, then it can be liked. I think I'm a cook. I ain't gonna try to pretend to know something I don't know. Stoner Bob's Lids. That's my YouTube or my Instagram thing. Stoner Bob's Collectibles and Delectables. Weed Box Rentals. That was an accident. I didn't mean to do that. I won the bid. I went to a website that was selling this company that went out of business. It was selling their office equipment and their lawnmowers and their tractors and their trailers. And so I bid on a couple of things thinking minimum bids $5. I ain't gonna get that. And minimum bids $500 on that. I ain't gonna get that. And I ended up getting everything I bid on. So I had to if you're watching on TV, you arrow up and arrow up again. Sometimes I acted like on mine, I got this brand of garbage. And so I arrow up and it goes to my channel. Then I arrow to the right and it offers thumbs up, chat. Yeah, I'm learning. Hit three dots in the upper corner and it is there. Exactly. I'm a good cook and I can follow directions if you write them down. In Michigan, I applied for the license to license the brand name and open up what I wanted to offer as the Stoner's Dens. And the state said you cannot have public come in and allow marijuana smoking. And it's like, wait a second, it's completely legal for recreational use. If everybody is carded at the door, so like when you come in the place, you got to have a card, prove your identity of being 21 or older, and that's not sufficient. No, it has to be a private, or it has to be but it can't be public. And so I don't know, somebody help me with the loopholes on this. Did Blind Neil's in here? I'm sorry, Neil, I didn't see it. There it is. Cheers, Neil. Or as I frequently like to say, cheers. So bull bottoms. And the thing I've noticed at pop-up events, because people don't like to carry cash, but most often, and this would cure a lot of problems. If somebody owned an ATM, wouldn't it make sense to own an ATM or two to show up at a pop-up event where everybody would really prefer you to use cash anyway, and you're going to catch transaction fee of $3 or $3.50 or whatever you set it at. They're $22,000 though, and I don't want to spend $22,000. And I hope you get better too, Cheryl. I've been trying to, multitask, and I frequently have been known to say things like, I tried to think and nothing happened. And yeah, I remember hearing that it had to have been early 60s the first time, because it was in the Three Stooges, because I remember we used to watch the Three Stooges religiously when I was growing up. The Flintstones and Lost in Space and Huckleberry Hound, um, Mighty Mouse when it was in black and white, Lost in Space when it was you had to wait a week to see what was going to happen to Penny or Judy, um, or Dr. Smith. I remember when Star Trek was coming out 1 week at a time. Led Zeppelin was coming out one album at a time. I'm it to me when I got to hear Leonard Skinner for the first time, it was phenomenal. Just to realize that people love music so much that they and the diversity of humanity that Black Oak, Arkansas. Oh my God! 1971 or 72, Black Oak, Arkansas. Oh my God, Jim Dandy. If you've not heard the song Jim Dandy by Black Oak, Arkansas, write it down, Google it, and listen to that song because whether he's at Woodstock or he was on stage in California a bunch of times in the early 70s, that kid had the gutsiest like motivated attitude. He was totally inspired and he really meant what he was singing about, and even he was singing about just things in his life. And I saw him doing his geriatrics tour and he was like still about 5'10", but he was like 300 pounds and kind of it was like Peter Frampton when I saw him the first time. He was on the hill in La Jolla. We were out there hang gliding, and he was out there just playing his guitar and singing. And when somebody said who he was, I was like, yeah, that's nice. I'm a Marine. I don't care who he is. And just, I didn't think much of music. I didn't understand the complexity of somebody being a multimillionaire superstar as opposed to being a Marine or a cook or a guy that drives a truck. Everybody's equal. Always equal. And when Tom called me up to the front of the line when I was at Eris Hampers, from Grand Rapids, a local radio station. Eris Hampers did a show at Studio 28, and you had to call in to get tickets and be the ninth caller or whatever. And Tom from Triumph, the bass player from Triumph, was giving away and signing autographs, but he was giving away the DVD and the album on CD. And it was like 20 years after their tour, and I remember that I'm waiting in line, and like I'm supposed to, and Tom like looks at me like he knows me or something, and I still, all these years later haven't fathomed what a connection it could have possibly been, other than I might have genetically represented somebody that he remembered from somewhere else. But he called me up to the front of the line, stood up, shook my hand, asked me what my name was, and he wrote it on the album or on the plastic, or pulled the paper out and wrote it on there. And I don't think I was ever as a employee for Concerts West or Sunshine Productions. I was never anywhere where he was at when he was there. I don't think that connection was ever there. But maybe he saw me at a different show or something, and so he pulled me up to the front of the line, and it was like a great experience because Triumph was one of my very favorite bands ever. Triumph and Golden Earring. Oh my God. Well, I got to see Golden Earring is the opening act for Triumph for 3 nights at some shithole in Anaheim. And I got paid to be there. I was in the Marine Corps at the time, so I was working there. And I got to see that. I got to see Christopher Cross and Fleetwood Mac. Look at that, my man. Devo's Wing Crowd. And look right before you, Devo. Look at that name right there. Mayhem and Miracle. Man, plug into her. She really knows how to help. She's on point. She's right there. She helps and helps and helps and helps everybody. She's a dedicated human being, and that's what matters. She's a mom and grandma, like she's supposed to be, just like every human should be. It's the truth. Like Blind Neil. Like it's like, oh my God, I've got the best people in the world plugging into. I am absolutely delighted. I am absolutely delighted. It really tickled the shit out of me if I would see um Upstate. That that dude's got the voice. I mean, Tommy Chong tries to represent Upstate's voice. That oh honey, I'm glad you came by. Cheryl, I am delighted that you came on by. And everybody coming in here and helping me out. I run my mouth and I say a lot of nothing, but I would really sincerely like some help at building a business. Um, I don't know anything about Patreon, and I was told a couple of different people told me I should have PayPal, Patreon, Shopify, um, Rumble. I've got Rumble now. I did make the right. I saw that. Thank you. I saw the notification come up on there. Um, but I want to get my Rumble account and put it to use because on here you have to be really really as you notice, you don't ever see me smoking cigarettes or smoking weed in front of the camera. I just I don't know why they don't want that. I do very very carefully try not to swear ever ever ever, but sometimes my Marine comes out and um, tells me, "Hey, talk like a truck driver." And it's, oh no, not on here. When I grab the microphone and I start, yeah, 10-4 in it, then I can say different things than I say on here. This here's I'm really hoping that someday I get monetized. I would absolutely dearly love to get monetized, but I ended up the last 28 days I ended up with seven. Okay, it went from 17 down to 16 down to 4, and then I met Mayhem and Miracles, and that's when the numbers started changing, and it went back up. Now I'm up to like 22. So 22, that and I'm thinking, because I don't post a lot of videos, that's in the last 28 days, and I got 20 something hours of views in the last 28 days, only because I did what she told everybody: connect, plug into each other. If they're in if they're in my chat, you absolutely should friend them on, if you got Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn. Them are the platforms that people plug into each other on. I don't use Facebook or Instagram or X or Twitter or TikTok. I don't use those because I think YouTube audience, there's billions of people. I don't know how to drop links yet, guys. I really don't know how to do that yet. Um, Mayhem and Miracles. It's spelled exactly like it sounds. Um, but yeah, she's the real deal at helping people, and it's like Devo. If Devo and Upstate, if I hadn't found your show and learned what I've learned so far. I mean, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, clearly. I mean, please insert both oars before paddling. But Devo, it was because of you and Upstate and I Love Weed Live, Troy and Bagel. You were the guys that gave me the inspiration to actually do this. That, you know, I see the musicians that I've worked with through the years, and I see the professionalism and the fun times that we've had. I can't drive because I can't see. If you can see, these are like Coke bottles. I can't see, so I'm not allowed to drive. And easier to look up the name of this Mayhem. Oh, okay. I don't. Oh, there she is, right there. But boy howdy, I do know what to do in return, Mayhem. What I can do is when I'm in your show, when you're live on your show, I can share that. And I don't know. I think you can share this. I don't know if I mean I'm like I say I'm a cook, retired, truck driver, Marine, a lot of things in my life, but technology kind of eludes me. I'm so old that Scotty on the Enterprise was always my hero because he was fixing everything. Well, I can fix things with wood. I can fix things with wood glue. I can build models and trucks and cars. But I'm not very technologically advanced. I'm kind of pretty slow at that. What is your handle, Mayhem? Mayhem Miracle. Yeah, you just type out your um, tap on someone's name, trust and make them a mod. Really? Add as a moderator. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And she gets that title. Okay. That's okay. Oh, there he is. There's Devo. There's Devo. Hold on. Add as a moderator. Wow. You and Devo. I know I trust you. Hey, there it is. There she is. Ding. You got it, Cheryl. I know I trust you. Yes, indeed. I didn't. Thank you for telling me that. I didn't know because your Devo and Mayhem are managing moderators. Everybody else is just moderators, blue letter wrenches. Yes, yes, yes. She knows how to drop links. Oh my God. And I know Devo knows how. Oh, and Blind Neil. Where you at, Blind Neil? Let me find you in here. There's Blind Neil. All right. Absolutely. I actually want you also to have the managing moderator position. If Troy and Bagel was in here, I would give them the same position because who they are, just like who. Okay, guys, I'm getting there. I'm learning. I'm always willing to learn. And this is what's something that really stuck in my craw, and I wrote it down because it's actual factual. Become a creator, not just a consumer. I put that out on LinkedIn, and I put things out, things like creativity is intelligence having fun. If you're not having fun, you're not being creative, you're not thinking, you're not applying yourself. Have some fun. And it can be done. A stoner's consignment store. Now look, a lot of these stores I've seen fail because they don't allow additional products in other than what they can go to the warehouse to get. And the thing that really made money at Purple East was the consignment products. And there's makers of incredible products all over the place. And people are crafty and unique. And the guy that makes the drums, handmade drums. I can't see if my camera can twist over that way. Right there, that size of drums. But he makes them that actually have really good sound. And he's in Ishpeming, Michigan. But that's the thing, is that there's so many unique creators, things that oh my God, you're gonna have to figure out how to do what you know how to do. But yeah, Neil, Ask questions out of, talk to Troy, talk to Bagel, talk to Devo. These are the people that are, compared to me, they're professionals. Okay. If you need a menu put together to feed 100 people, I can do something like that. If it's dinner for 4, I can do that. But when it comes to technology, okay. And I just walk on to a different story here. 420. Okay, Stoner Bob's 420 out the door. When I was at Hercules, I used to take a pipe, a book of papers, a pipe cleaner, because you got to clean it afterwards, and a screen. You always got to have a screen for every pipe. Oh, and matches. And we put that together. It was a $4, $4.20 out the door price. That included taxes. There's a lot of things that the people are not doing that they could be. These stores, they don't. Okay. Here's an example. You go to the gas station and you want cones. You get 3 of them, and you're paying $2.50 for them 3 cones, as opposed to if you go to the cone company. Job. Okay, I contacted Job and I told him, okay, I'm giving away joints because it's the right thing to do. I've got growers giving me cannabis to grind up, putting cones, but I can't afford to pay, 75 cents, 95 cents price range per cone. And so they sent me to, the information to a distributor. A distributor started sending me stuff, and so now I end up with parent, as I call it, these kind of bags. Now they're sending this shit to me because they realize I'm a business and they would like me to sell their shit. But the prices on things, if you reach out as a business as opposed to reaching out as a consumer, and these are little tricks of the trade. Nobody ever told me that, if you contact a company and say, hey, I want a better price, if you're just consumer, they'll send you a coupon maybe. Okay, so one time you're a one-time shot at it. But if you're a business, they want you to come to them to spend your money. And so I've been thinking about that. And I'm getting my cones for 14 cents a piece. 14 cents is pretty cheap. 17 cents is common for the, not Job, OCB. OCB, I can get those at a store, local store, at about 17 to 18 cents, including tax. So getting that 4 cents more doesn't really matter because we're still rolling up tons of joints and passing them out because the homeless people aren't going away. There's more homeless today than there's ever been in America. It's worse. The number of homeless today is greater than during the Great Depression. That's actual factual. I mean, I don't know if anybody's out there facts checking me or not, but that's actual factual. That even during the Great Depression, there wasn't as many people on the streets without food to eat because the soup kitchens and people provided for each other. It wasn't 6 million people, 8 million, 9 million people coming across the southern border from every country on the planet all at once. I mean, we're all immigrants or family of descendants of immigrants. There's an orderly fashion of coming to this country. There's a right way or wrong way. I think that everybody should be, if they're here, give them us, make them work. Give them a social security card. Okay, you want to be here, you want to work. You already got, they're giving them a place to live already for 60 days. Qualifications to be in that place to live, they should say, okay, if you're going to live here for free, you're going to work here or wherever we tell you to work, and you're going to do it sufficiently, or you're not going to live here. Everything should have conditions on it, terms and conditions, rules, limits, and boundaries. It's consistent. You have to, if our country is going to go to hell in a handbag, then open more prisons in New York where all the criminals are at, open up more of the prisons all over the country. And if people want to act like that, then put them in prison and keep them there until they rehab and get back to being a human. And, rehumanizing people that are homeless. They need to reacclimate after they've been homeless. If you have never been homeless, you don't know what it's like to have to reacclimate into being normal, whatever the hell that is. But try to be normal again. I got a notification. Hey, go visit me. Yes, that's what you did, Mayhem. Thank you. I don't know if Mayhem's still in here, but I thank you for doing what you did. I finally, my phone's finally catching on. Oh, that's because it's on Wi-Fi only. Okay. Back to being boring Bob. Craig's Catfish Cave. Okay. That's one you can put on your list. Somebody to, at a later time, go back and check him out because he does his live chat also. I'm normally I'm normally in one of these panels, and yet police go too far again. They tackled the wrong guy, didn't have nothing to do with what they're chasing after somebody, and yet they found somebody to take down because of the color of his skin. And that's getting to be a real deal in this country. People are not doing the right thing. A lot of people just don't want to do the right thing. That's something I've noticed. You can do the right thing if you choose to do the right thing. It's never the wrong time to do the right thing. Follow your heart. Do it always, right from the start. Believe what you say, believe what you do, because if you don't believe what you say, nobody else is going to believe you either. You got to mean it. You got to mean it in this world. You got to go after it. If you hear me say a brand name that catches your mind, catches your thought process, and you go, well, damn, he's saying that I could buy this business or that business. Yeah. I create brand names for the cannabis industry. I'm an inventor, okay? Not a real thrilling inventor, but yet I invent things and make money with them. And here's another example. I didn't have money and I needed money. I took some of this PVC piping, it's a little bit bigger around than your finger. It's about a little over an inch, and a bunch of that took marshmallows and made blow darts or blow guns out of tubing, and made money off that. I built dog houses one summer and sold dog houses out of scrap lumber. I went around, picked up scrap lumber and built dog houses. And it was worth it. Then I built sheds, and sheds were too time consuming because then people want them delivered. So back to getting stoned. Oh, wait. Where'd I put it? Oh, no! The water's still running in the background. I remember when I was an idiot drinking alcohol. Now, why do I say it that way? Because I haven't drank since, let's see, 1988. 88, because, yeah, okay. 1988, I got remarried again in 91, Holly was born. 92, Ashley was born. Yeah. And I know I didn't drink any of that time. So yeah, I haven't drank since the '80s. Um, I want you to know that the in-house thing, the thing you can do in the house and not stink up your house, is vape. And I remember growing up as a kid, and then cigarettes being smoked and smoked and smoked and smoked in the car with the windows up, except for the window down that far. The this didn't exist at the time. It was all rolled up, and Dad would have a Chesterfield pack. Or no, Grandpa would have a Chesterfield pack of joints, and Dad would have Pall Mall pack of joints. And they're as country as could be, and man, I'm telling you, they would blow through some joints and joints and joints and joints and joints. But then again, they were tearing apart cars and rebuilding cars one after another after another. I mean, a car would come in and need something done, and they'd fix it on a right now basis, and they did good with that. And so yeah, there's a lot of things that I remember really, really great from there. Oh, what happened? Where are we at? Oh, yeah, look. Oh, look, Cheryl's able to do that. Oh, yes, look at this. Oh, yeah, here we are. Okay, I just realized that my chat, I hadn't paid attention correctly. And it had an arrow down, and I looked over and saw a little tiny thing. I pressed it, and all of a sudden I missed out on all them conversations. I feel like a real brain heap. You would think maybe I'm related to the Aussie coin pusher, Jason. I'm not. But I have a brain fart sometimes, just like he does. I use expressions like, I tried to think and nothing happened. And it's the truth. I have tried to think. And as Curly would have said from the Three Stooges. And here's a piece of advice. If you got one of these cartridges and it won't hit, don't blow your lungs out trying to suck it dry. You can't suck start a Harley. You can't suck start one of these. Okay? Well, maybe you can, but I'm not that guy. You take a toothpick and you stick it right down the center of that thing. Give a little turn, a little twist, a little turn, a little twist. And you pull it right back out of there, and guess what? You'll have a little booger on the end of your toothpick that you want to put in the trash can. And then it will work like it's supposed to. And you won't have to grab your back up. And you can see what it's doing. It's doing this little countdown. Wow. Ice cream cake by Drip. Drip is a Michigan brand. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Several different companies here in Grand Rapids have the Drip brand, and I've not had issue one with any of them. I'm delighted now that I learned how to appoint moderators. I've got the right people as moderators. I'm just absolutely delighted. And in the future, I'm gonna have a panel. I want to do panel shows because I want to invite some of the people that had me on their panels. I want to invite people like Devo and Upstate, Troy and Bagel. What the hell is that guy's name? I'm bird fart. Dr. Phlox. Sometime I'm on his panel. Pilot channel. I'm on that one sometimes. I love everything about that. There's, you know, crash landing in a cornfield ain't no fun, but yeah, if you can drive a truck, you can fly a plane. And if you get a ticket in your semi, it can hold it against you with the aviation authorities. They can pull your license, so you're at risk. Yeah, they can do things like that. Oh. Devo's Weed Chronicles is on daily. That's a good show. Yeah, you need to know about him. I love Weed Live. They come on at different times, but they're on every day. And they got like 1,000 shows. I mean, they've been doing this forever. They are the pros. They are really super good at this. And they're having fun. Out of anything, everything in life, if you're not having fun, why are you doing it? You know, I finally got a break. Time where I can close the door and not have to be bothered. Just sit here in my little quiet room at 4:20. Reminder, it's 4:20, even though it's 5:56, I think. Yeah, 5:56, it's still 4:20. And I've been at this 56 minutes. That means I'm going to get at least a couple of, yeah, I've got to stick with this a little bit longer. Oh, I missed. There I am. Okay, back in camera, Rob. Back in camera. Okay. Don't want to get too close. Damn camera. Get that camera out of my face. God, I love it when people say shit like that. Get that camera out of my face. You're 20 feet from me. It's really not in your face. But thanks for thinking like that. It lets me know you're really not thinking too hard. But then again, if that's the only thought that you got going on right now, you better entertain that thought. It's a long ways from home. Thank you, Cheryl. I sure appreciate you putting him on there like that. He's a good guy. You got to check out his videos. He's got some really good videos. He needs some more views. He needs some more subscribers. Okay, no, there's only somebody went away. I'm down to 2. But 2's better than none. My first hour, the first time I did a live video, I didn't have anybody I didn't realize I even had chat. And my first several minutes into my video, no one was there but me. And then it kind of gave me a complex when somebody did come in, because it was like, oh my God, I've been talking all this time to myself. Oh, that's just wonderful. Rob, please insert both oars before paddling, because you're spinning in a circle. And I'm good with that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my extra phones. Like, this one works good, so I'm going to probably use this one. I'm probably going to use this phone, and I'm going to set up by the creek downtown, the Grand River. And they got a concrete dam and a fish ladder to the side of it. And so I'm going to go down there. I don't like the fish ladder side of it very well, other than I get to feed my ducks while I'm there. But I like where, right now I can't get where I want to, because there's some trees that floated downstream. And see, I can't really get close to where I can take good imagery right now. Excuses are like elbows, because most folks come to the table with 2 at the ready at all times. But I do like being on the east side of the Grand River when I'm downtown at the fish ladder. it's good fishing right there because they're more than 100 feet from the fish ladder. If you're at the dam or by the dam, you're okay as long as you're away from the fish ladder. And I remember back in October that the salmon were, well, October into November when the salmon were running, they couldn't make it over the dam. Oh, cool deal. Man, I'm telling you, Tommy Chong wishes he could sound like you. You sound like what Tommy Chong did 30 years ago. That's a fact, you know? Um, oh no, I'm by myself again. I am by myself at the 1 hour mark. Oh no. Is it time to go fishing? How come my chat meter isn't working right? Upstate, it's showing nobody's here watching. It says no one. It's got a blank up there at the top at the corner. It doesn't register anybody as being here. I wonder why that is when I know you're here. Yeah, exactly. I know you're here. It's like Manny's here too. Oh, okay. Well, it's just playing with me. Okay. It had me worried. There's Blind Meal. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why it's doing that to me. Up in the right-hand corner of my screen next where it says live and then it says forever, an hour and a minute. And next to it where it normally has a number right up there in that area, normally that there's Bell Admin. Yeah, no kidding. I'm getting help with this. I am. I'm delighted. I gotta learn more about this because I've never used this particular device, this phone. I have never used this one to do anything on YouTube because I got it working. This one, the microphone don't work on it. I got to use earbuds. This one over here's got a shattered screen. I got to replace the screen on it. This one here is just another one that seems to work pretty good. I don't know. It don't hold a charge very long. 75, 85 minutes is about as long as the charge lasts on this one. It's got the antique cord, the flat on one side with an arc. And yeah, it's got the antique like for Bell needs a tool. What kind of tool does Bell need? Oh yes, of course. Sorry, Bell. Duh. Sorry, I had it. But Bell gets that one. Okay. Yeah, you read it right, Bell. That's you. Because that the people that are doing this with me, right people, right places, right time. Let's see what this is. Let's see what that's like. Oh, and it catches it right up to the moment. Okay, so this it brings it right up to the moment. No. What did it do that for? Oh, okay, there I can go there. Here's my extra phone. Howdy. Let's see if that works. Okay, well that okay, I don't know how well this phone's gonna work. I'm playing with all the phones and seeing. Okay, it didn't do anything. Or yeah, that's why, Devo. That's absolutely why. Absolutely. Okay. That's my extra. Okay. That's my extra phone. If you ever see me, it says Rob cannabis coin pusher. You can throw me a wrench. It's my extra phone. And if you ever need one of these, let me know. Take a screenshot. Yes. Okay, that's unique. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this one on put that on the saute pan. Put some butter and some garlic, onions. Anyway, yeah, I'm a cook, chef, but to be real about it, I absolutely cannot keep up with my sister. My sister's a super chef. She's the real deal. She is an absolute chef compared to me. Man, I'm telling you, if she's in the kitchen, the whole house smells incredible. I mean, and I got paid to be a cook. I got paid to be a chef. Let's see, how do I do that? Why is it doing? I'm trying to figure out how to use this damn thing here. There you go. Oh, cool. So the next thing I'm going to do is do a panel. Can I do it? But I can't do a panel from my phone, can I? Or can I? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to be there because I've got 53 minutes. I'm not going to make this be 2 hours. It's an hour and 7 minutes. So, and you do panels, Belle? You do panels from your phone? Because I want to do panels. I'm probably going to have to get that Chromebook working. Okay, well that junk Chromebook, it only lasts for just that long. I mean, you plug it in, charge it up for like 100 years, and then you unplug it, and you open it up, and you start trying to do stuff, and the battery dies. And so, yeah, V for vets. Yeah, hoorah! By the way, I am a Marine Corps veteran. I had a good time. I really did. I had a really good time in the Marine Corps. And I remember when they just first started, they brought out the announcement, hey, we're going to start having to test everybody for marijuana. I said, I'll be the supervisor. And they made me the NCOIC. That's a non-commissioned officer in charge. Drug Enforcement, NCOIC. And I gotta be honest with you, anybody that came to me and told me that they needed to pass a test, I would have somebody randomly that I knew was clean and have them come in and, hey, your sample didn't work, come on back in and resample. And I took care of guys. Nobody that I personally knew ever got fucked with. It just, you can't do that. I got a heart, I got a conscience. I can't screw with people. So if I can help somebody in life, I'm gonna help them. It's never the wrong time to do the right thing, and the right thing is helping people every chance you get, and helping every person you can. And when I'm down to the Heartside Park in Grand Rapids, and I remember this last May I was down there, and we'd had a trim-a-thon, and then we had a joint roll-a-thon, and we literally had bread bags, loaves of bread come in, bread bags full of joints and bags of them. And so we gave them all away, though. It wasn't for sale. There's a way to make money, there's a way not to make money. Selling joints is not the way to make money, at least in my opinion. Um, and so we were down at Hartside Park, and there were like 8 of us. And during the course of the day, we made sure that every person that was at the park got a joint. And some of them got 2 or 3 of them. It doesn't matter. Here, you need an extra one. It makes your day better. It makes you hungry enough. Gives you an incentive to get out. Thank you, Devo. Or Upstate. Both of you. Man, you're both the same. It's the family, It's the 420 family gathering. That's what I'm going to start listing my show as, is the 420 family gathering, because the people that are coming on here and the people that are plugged into the different shows that I observe, Northwoods, and NH Girl, oh my God, I can't, I'm a little slow, it's called being fucktarded. I can't remember everything. But I got to be honest with you, some of the people that I'm meeting lately, and other people that I've known right along steady, like Timcast, IRL. I'm drawing a blank. Okay, I'll turn another phone back on because I'm Mr. Smart. Clearly not. I can pretend. Okay, I've got Pinterest, LinkedIn, Shipped, Messages, YouTube, Samsung. That's about it. I don't have much damn apps on my phone. I know I'm antique, but the reality is I'm a meaningful specific. I'm pot committed. And if I can help anybody grow their business, their channel, I'm here to do that. Everything else, that's nice. I got 200 videos. I'm looking at my channel again. I've got 200 videos, and I plugged into Devo about a year ago, and it was the first time I'd ever been on a live stream. And I remember that when I came on there, I had 6 or 7 videos, and I remember telling him, both of my subscribers like my videos, not realizing that only having 2 subscribers is a very unusual thing. But then again, the next day I changed my channel name. That was May 22nd is when I changed. So it was in May that I met Devo in Upstate, and I think it was about May. And shortly thereafter, like a day or two later, I met. It had to have been in May, because I was getting ready to go to Kirkland, and boy howdy, things have really come together. I was joking with Devo about it being, both of my subscribers, and I meant it. I had 2 subscribers, and yeah, this is a new thing for me. I didn't think I would have the courage to do a live stream. I really didn't think I had that in me. But then again, it's the encouragement of others, the people that say, think media. There you go. That's the one I was trying. I've been reaching. Think media. Okay. They said, Sean is his name. O'Connell. I think his name is Sean Connell or Sean Connolly or something like that. And he said, point the point your camera, just point it at something and press record and film it. Okay, post it on your channel. I did. I started doing that. And then I started listening to different people saying the different inspirational things that matter. When Devo came on there, the first time I heard him pray on it was like, yeah, I'm there with that guy. That I'm a Christian, okay? Be not afraid. I am an ordained minister also. I'm an old guy. I do what's right as often as possible. Don't anybody have to respect that, like that, love that, but that's a fact. If you need a brand name, like if you're going to open up a shop, let's say you're going to sell pipes, let me know. Whatever you're going to sell, whatever company, whatever you're going to, if you're majoring in minors, if you got 30 different directions going in 30 different directions, I can't help you. But if you're a meaningful, specific, we can figure out what a brand name for your company that's uncopyrighted, unthought of, unused. I have a knack for doing that. If I can do a live stream, anyone can do a live stream. I don't know about all that, because I gotta tell you, man, it's the encouragement of others. It's the way you fade in and out, the way your image goes in and out of the green screen behind you, or how whatever that effect is. I'm absolutely delighted when I see you do that. I see this cloud, and then all of a sudden now I can see Neil. It's like, oh my God, I got to learn how to do stuff like that. And Jamie's got the electric temperature control unit on his dab rig, and he had. Well, remember I did the video of the 8-ounce dab, thinking that, and then after I shut the camera off, then he showed me that was a very small amount compared to what he actually sells for a living, and why he did not want to be on the camera other than holding the camera or holding a cell phone as a light. And that was the same with my friend who lives down the street. It was like, no, I don't want to be on camera. And that's the same as I felt a short time ago. I was like afraid to be in front of a camera. It's like being the exact opposite of what I should have been thinking, where I was, okay, the auditor stand there with a camera pointing at whoever it is, and the person saying, "You can't take my picture without my permission." Okay, please insert both oars before paddling. That's not a reality. The auditing, the term auditing it's reality check humanoids here in America. If you don't realize everybody has the right to record everything they see, and especially the blue line gangs and the brown line gangs and all the bootlickers, you got to be watching out for them, because the bootlickers will be the trouble that you get into. Always have your pepper spray, your concealed, if you're allowed to carry concealed, carry your concealed at all times. If you're allowed to open carry, keep that open carry where it's supposed to be at all times also, along with concealed carry. A well-armed public. I remember seeing the thing in Europe where they were just stop oil, and these fools were just sitting down in front of traffic to make people come to a stop. And people were getting mad and throwing them up out of the street and trying to drive, and then 20 more would get in the way, and it was getting to be a cluster. And they started gluing their hands to the asphalt, and they're pretty drastic cult. And my comment on that was, please try this in Cicero, or you know, in the Chicago metro area. Just give that a shot, because when I see people being belligerent to other humans and ignoring the needs of others, when I see 50 cars on a street backed up because 10 people up here are sitting down in the road because they're not smart enough to realize this isn't helping anything by doing what they're doing. And when I commented, please try this in Chicago. I want to see what happens with an armed population. They wouldn't try that with an armed population, because people in America got guns. Okay, so when I see that piss poor behavior, and I think it was in Germany and in England, where England ain't hardly even a country anymore, and the Bidens are doing their best to try to turn this into not a country, no border, no country. I mean, as a Marine veteran, I'm really, really disappointed with the Obama regime, with this goofball Biden. Now, goofball Biden's in charge, and he's got a cackling, giggling idiot as a VP. Mayorkas is a joke. I mean, Ray with the Justice Department and FBI, and it's like, what happened to our country? Okay, as a veteran, I ask all adults that are 21 and above that get the chance to look at this video, tell me what you think is going on. How long do you give me a guess? How much longer you think this country's going to exist? Because in my heart, I don't see this country lasting much longer for what they called a insurrection. January 6th. It was a Nancy Pelosi staged event more than anything. And America is not free. Gestapo asked police, sheriffs back them up with tanks and armored vehicles. I don't know. Can't we all just smoke a bong? That would be the best thing. Let's see. Oh, here, I put my phone over there. By the way, I can't think of her name. The Charismatic Voice. A channel to put on your list. The Charismatic Voice. Gotta find that guy that plays piano in England at the train station, and at the airport they got pianos. And I swear this guy plays, he's a incredible, and I can't remember him. But anyway, what I think I'm gonna do is, once I've gone through, because I got like a playlist of 5,000 different things. Gustavo Polito is probably one of the best guitar players I've seen in a hell of a long time. Luke Baker, that's one of my new channels. Oh, any military people out there, if there's any jarheads out there, MESLEG, terrific channel. Know Your Rights is another good channel. Blaze TV, actually spelled the way it sounds. It's all one word, Blaze TV. Wild Sport, I like the I Love Weed Live. Ding ding. SFMF. That's the Sergeant Major's channel. I don't know if any of you were senior staff enlisted or not. Oh yeah, French-tastic. I love barbecue. Mayhem and Miracle. Yes, Gregory. No. Gregory the cameraman. All one word. Oh, here's one you might not know about. Tyrant Clowns. All one word. Rob Tasker. Tasker. Rob Tasker's in Iceland. Speaks the language, speaks perfectly fine English. Rob Tasker is a Geology Hub, and he's also Rob Tasker is a private channel. If you want to know what happened in Iceland 6 times in the last 3 years, the volcanoes go off. Terrific entertainment. Jethro Tull, like good music. Jeff Beck, Young and Hammer, love good music. Any Fin, Fin. Any Fin is possible. One stoner and 3 cats. Oh, like big hug to her. God, I love her. She's one of my very favorite channels. One stoner and 3 cats. Mike the Scavenger. You need something to eat up an hour of your time. You want to be kind of wrapped up in something you've never been watching before. Mike the Scavenger. Scammer Payback. Pierogi, you rock, brother. Speed Bumps. Speed Bump Olympics. Four Corner, Fist in the Air. Good channel. 420 Home Grows. Good channel. Well, I watched like 11 of his videos, so yeah, no shit. 420 Home GROWZ. Yeah, I watched a whole raft of his shit. That was good stuff, man. I'm telling you. No, I don't like everybody. I like a lot of people, though. That's why there are billions of people on YouTube. Let's see. Of course, I like the band Blackfoot. And Megadeth. And Motley Crue. Tyrant Terminator. Exactly the way it spells, the way it sounds. Isaac Fimbogason. Oh, that guy. Oh, I remember him. Turn the phone sideways me. I could be able to spell it out. Isak. Last name Finnbogason. He is absolutely the drone guy at the volcanoes. Okay? He's absolutely that guy. Pete's Promise. You want to make sure your heart's working right and you're trying to help people in life. Pete's Promise. Let's see. Tyrant Clowns. All one word. Good channel. Hendry. 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 I told you I'd shout you out. Bud Chronicles 420. I'm giving you damn sure a shout out. You are a good grower. Myron, you're another reason that I'm doing this. If it wouldn't have been for you saying, hey, it is not about the dollar bills that YouTube may or may not pay me someday. It's about doing the right thing, getting out here and sharing from the heart. And I'm going to keep on doing it. Barbara Rogers, thank you for coming by. I am absolutely delighted. Brad Owens, I don't know if anybody plays poker, but I do. Brad Owens has got a really good channel. Sci-Fi Bri, and it's SCIFIBRI, the video guy. That is a good channel. People's Court Audit. Audit that. Great channel. Absolutely a great channel. Auditing Erie County. This guy's trying his hardest, man. He's putting his heart into it. Tulare, however you want to say it. Tulare County Cop Watch. He shouted me out a long time ago, and this is my opportunity. It's my privilege to say, Tulare County Cop Watch. Thank you. Auditing Erie County, of course. Rob Tasker. Oh, Cognitive Affluence. Paradise Road Restorations. I don't know if any of y'all collect cars. Oh no, if you still got your ink pen handy, KENISLOVAS. He tears dams down and it's pretty entertaining. Boring Bob tells you that now. The Earthmaster. Yeah, I watched a whole bunch of your videos, my friend. Bud Chronicles 420. I watched a bunch of your videos. Good stuff. Four Corners Fist in the Air. Only Frauds. Oh my God, I loved it. Smoking in G sharp. Okay. Yes, good one. Timcast. IRL. You'll want, yeah, you might already know about it. Brandon J. Fox. Funny shit. Hurtin' Hippie. Press NH Now. Finally, I found it. I did some digging. I found it. Absolute Defiance. Oh my God, yes. Showcase Audits. The Lord of the North. LMK Reptiles. Ken. American Truck Drivers. Oh, I don't want to miss that one. Michigan Constitutional Crusader. Michigan Constitutional Crusader. Terrific channel. Kill Hut 702. Outdoor Adventures. KILLHUT 702. Outdoor Adventures. Oh, in case I didn't say, MCC is good. Yes, absolutely. And Mike the Scavenger is too. If Upstate Audit, yeah. Junk. Here you go. The Junkyard News. That's a super good channel. Okay, I don't know if everybody's into cats or not, but I'm absolutely into cats. BARABAN-TV. Okay, I'm just letting you know it's a good channel. Anything is possible, yes. Oh, Jacob the Camera Guy changed his name to LAVA Lava LENS Lens Lava Lens dash JAKOB VEGERFORS. He's another real deal. About I love volcanoes, and I love it when he comes like swooping down on a volcano while it's exploding and gushing and doing all good stuff. I love stuff like that. And don't forget about Joe Cool. Okay, Joe Cool. They've been baiting they've been like bait car the cop. Okay, and they have cameras all over the car, and they get pulled over intentionally, and they have things in there that the cops are stealing, and they're catching cops stealing. That's what the Joe Cool is about. Basement Gardener, he's a streamer, does good stuff. I love Weed Live, of course. Universe. Oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Isaac Van Bogason. Oh, okay, stoners. You're going to like this. I don't know how many people are here, but Trippy Vortex. I mean, if you're into Pink Floyd and getting stoned to the bone, Trippy Vortex made computer-generated videos to Pink Floyd, Animals, and other Pink Floyd music. Oh my God, I love that. That's just incredible shit. Ants Canada. All one word. Take a look. Ants Canada. Dust. That was a good movie. Glacier Shark, another good channel. This dude's out there working his tail off to make a living. He's a good hard worker, and it's called Glacier Shark. Dagmar, Dagmar. Dagmar is a channel. Take a gander. I don't know if y'all like to roll the dice. I roll the dice a lot. I love rolling the dice. Hawaii Crap Shooters. That's right. If you're going to shoot craps, Hawaii Craps Shooters. Lost Art. Good stuff. Skunk. His skunk looks incredible. I mean, that's what he calls it. It's skunk copycat. But anyway, the channel Lost Art It's got some pretty weed, real pretty. It's weed porn. Devo in Upstate, I, I can remember. It's called weed porn for a reason. Ivy, just IVY. Check out her channel. She's a sweetheart. Of course, that was my grandmother's name too. Man and Miracles. San Joaquin Valley Transparency. Tell him Stoner Bob sent you. He's a good guy. That umbrella guy. Coin pusher. Because I like coin pushers. If you like watching somebody get their ass beat in the ring for doing the wrong thing outside the ring, wild sport. Karma's a motherfucker. Tyrant Terminator audits. Absolutely on point channel to watch. 98,000 views. I guess 98,000 people agreed with me before I got to see it. Mass accountability. Brother, that's one of the, he's one of the very, very, very best auditors that's been around forever. And he's got 362,000 views. And that's called Mass Accountability. God, I love my music in the background. Midnight's Edge. Another great channel. Pierce Morgan Uncensored. Tony Robbins. Call me. What? Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that one out loud. Universe. LAIR. Lair. Universe Layer is Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Good stuff. Dude is smart as, just smart as can be. Super smart guy. LILSHYTSTIRRER. Yes. Devo's Weed Chronicles. I love weed. Puncture the narrative. Gemma's Journey Grace. Allie Patches. What a sweetheart. Jen Wow. Good auditor. Jen Wow. Accountability for all. YIP.animals. God, that cat is such a sweetheart. It's a cougar. And it hisses and growls and its hair stands on the back of its neck. And it's a house pet. Okay. Pantera. Walk. That's the name of the song. The band is Pantera. If there's actually somebody that's been living under a rock for all this time and don't know about Pantera, don't know about In Flames, take the time to Google and observe both of their terrific bands. They've got tons of albums each. In Flames is probably one of the very... I went to Germany to see In Flames. Okay, does that tell you anything? Caucasian Sasquatch. Yes, In Flames. Incredible band. And I even like the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Old guy, 65, Mitch. Leonid and Friends. If anybody's out there and they're 45 or older, they like Chicago music. Leonid and Friends. They do Chicago music. They're from Russia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Poland, and they came together before this horseshit war started. And they are absolutely phenomenal. Oh, West Side Accountability. I know I'm not saying a lot. I love that water running though. I that's one of the things I've always liked. Just Icelandic. Just Icelandic. Geology Hub. And look, I don't know how many people are out there right now listening to this, but I'm going to tell you something. There's guys about my age. He's got nothing better to do than to waste his money buying every new item that comes out and trying it out and making a video out of it. And he tries every expensive product out there. He's got the money to burn, I guess, and the time to waste. He's called Senior Stoner. Imagine that. Senior Stoner. He does like 10, 15-minute demonstrations of every brand new product. If any of you are a Marine and want to watch Marine reality, Nuclear Vault. South Central Audit's pretty good. Yep. Well, guess what, guys? Love you. I'm gonna end this. My phone's gonna die here real soon. I'd rather end it before it ends me. So thank you for coming in here, and I'm gonna do this again. I really appreciate the help and the people being admins. Barbara, did I? Yes, Barbara. I don't want you to not be here. Okay, I want you. Yeah, I know you're here for. You're a helper. You're here to help, and so. I've met some really incredible people on here. Okay, guys, I got to end this because my phone's going to die. Love you. Y'all be good now.